Hey and welcome to another tutorial. Today I will show you how to create this nice looking calendar inside Microsoft Word. So this is one version with this flower. I also have a second version with like a tree photograph on the background, but they are almost the same. So let's see if we can get the same result in Microsoft Word. I will start in a blank document, and the first thing we need is a table inside which we will put in the names of the days and the numbers. So I will insert a new table. We would need 7 columns because there are 7 days, and for the actual numbers usually it takes around 5 or 6 rows. It depends on the number of days in the month and what the day it starts with. I guess we can start with 7 times 6. So for the first row I will type in the names of the days, and just to speed it up a little bit, I already have those copied in my clipboard, so I will just paste those, and you can see that those words are not in Czech language, so I'll just change this to English. And for the, it's not working. Okay, now it is. And I'm pretty sure that the first day was Monday, so I will just type in those numbers, and I'm pressing the right arrow key on my keyboard. I'm pretty sure you can write a script or, create an Excel spreadsheet which will fill those numbers for you, but you can see it didn't take too much time to just fill those numbers manually. Now I want to make this table a little bit bigger, so I will resize it from the bottom. And you can imagine that I'm not setting just one row size, I'm trying to set the table size. Then I will select all the cells except for the first row, and in the layout I will click distribute rows, just so they are evenly spaced. And I will probably make this first row a little bit bigger, like this. Then I will select everything, and again in the layout I will set the right alignment to be centrally aligned in the horizontal and vertical direction. I will change the font to be Robotolite, which I believe was the font which I've used for the example. For the days I will probably make this just a little bit smaller, maybe like this, and the numbers I will make a little bit bigger, I don't know, maybe 22, 24, maybe even 26. Okay, so I think that we have enough to get started, to actually insert the photograph and tweak the values and colors and such. So I will jump to my browser. I already have this photo opened. I will put the link in the description. I will right click and select copy image, but of course I can just select free download and download this in the high resolution, but I guess I'm fine with the lower one. Now I have to paste it, and I cannot just press Ctrl V because that would paste it in the table, which is not what I want. So I will make sure that I'm outside of the table, like below the table. Now I'll paste it using the Ctrl V on my keyboard. I will select this icon and make sure it's behind the text, and I will rotate it by 90 degrees holding the shift key and position it properly on the page to make sure that it kind of is on the top and there is a space on the bottom for the table. Now for the table itself, what we can do is, instead of pressing enter key multiple times to move it down, I can just set the margins, just because the table is the only thing on the page, but you can see that the image is moving as well. We don't want this, so I will right click the image and select size and position, and make sure that the position is set absolutely not to the column but based on the page. So I want this to be based on the page as well as this one. Now if I move the margins, the image will actually not move, which is what I want. You can see we are getting an empty blank page just because there is probably some empty space in here. Okay, so I will zoom in a little bit, and I will change the color of the text to be white. And for the Sundays, of course, we need a special color, so maybe yellow would be better. So I will select more colors, and probably this or this yellow would nicely fit the color scheme. Now there are a lot of lines in the table. We probably don't need all of those, so I will select the layout, actually design, and I will set the borders to be no borders. We still may need some of those lines in there, so I will open the borders properties, so borders and shading, and I only want the in-between lines, and I want those probably in some darker green color, maybe this one. So I will just click this again. It's hard to see, but this preview is showing the right color, but just because this is almost like the black, it's very hard to see. If I would choose like the red one, you can see it's red, but for the green it's just 1 pixel, so it's very small. I will click OK, and I will get those in between lines, which is exactly what I want. Now if we want, we can probably fill in the numbers for the following and previous month as well, and maybe we can make those a little bit less visible by changing the color maybe to some green color. I'm not quite sure what the number should be. I think it's 31, so I will change this to green as well, just so it's a little bit faded, maybe even darker green color, so it's almost invisible. Okay, I kind of like this one. So we have the table, we have the background image, so the only missing piece is the name of the month. So I will insert a new text box, so insert shapes text box. I will draw it like this, and I will type in, of course, April 2019, which is the current month. Somehow I have to switch the language to be English just because it's not doing for me. I will change the font to Roboto Light as well, and size maybe 72. I will make this center aligned, and for the text box itself in the format I will set the shape fill to no fill and outline to no outline. Now, just to make this a little bit more interesting, I will probably make this font in a gradient color. So I'll right click and select format shape, and in the text options for text fill I will set the gradient fill, and I will select one of those presets. It's probably not visible in the video, but it's like yellow gradient from the top, which will create this white on the top and yellow fill. I will move it down below just a little bit to make sure it's not covering the actual flower that much. Maybe I will make it a little bit bigger just so the flower is more on top. Maybe like this. I kind of like this layout. It's a little bit different than on my preview, but I'm pretty satisfied with the result. So this is how you create a nice looking calendar inside Microsoft Word. You can still use the margins to move the stuff around. You know, once you get the empty page, it's probably because there is there has to be one line below the table, which could be a problem, and the way how to solve it would be to select this empty line below the table and make sure it's a really small font size, so maybe only 1. This way it will jump right below the table itself. If I would zoom in, you can see, it's hard to see, but there is a little bit of line which is very small, so it's almost invisible, but you will not get this empty page, which is great. Okay, so let's quickly see how we would create the very same looking calendar but in the a landscape layout. So I will create a new document, and in this new document I will set the layout to be landscape, which is probably not, it will probably not work very well, because what I will do now is I will select everything holding the Control A on my clipboard, Control C to copy this in the clipboard, and I will just paste it. And you can see that it immediately changes layout to portrait, so I will change this to landscape one more time. I will get rid of this image, but just because those numbers are white I cannot see those, so for a minute I will change the page background color to some darker one. And everything is kind of squeezed, which is, doesn't look very well. And just to make sure that we understand what's going on, I will open the design, actually I open the layout, and I will set view grid lines so we can see how big is the table. I will make it a little bit wider, and you can see immediately it works just fine, but maybe I will make it just a little bit wider, select everything and set distribute columns because we have a lot more space now. I will change the margins to just position it somewhere around this, and I will also move the label April above the table like this. Maybe I will move it just a little bit down even more. Okay, so now it's time to paste the second image, so I will open my browser, and this is the second image which we will be using. I will just copy this into clipboard and again paste it in our document, but make sure that you are below the table, so Ctrl V on the keyboard, select it, make sure it's set to behind the text, and resize it to make this full screen or over the entire page like this. And you can see those colors are not working anymore for us. So what we will do is we will change the colors of the font to maybe, I don't know, maybe dark green this time. I don't remember which color I've used for my preview. You can still see that the Wednesday is too big for the table, so I'll make it just a little bit wider. And again, press the layout, sorry, the design, layout and distribute columns. We still need a little bit of more space. Oh, hopefully this time it will work. So layout, distribute columns. You know what, I will just make this a little bit smaller. Now it works. Okay, so maybe I can change it to black instead. And for the Sundays, I will change this to, I don't know, maybe yellow as well. Yellow works fine. I don't need those extra numbers this time. But I need a little bit darker color for the background just because this yellow is not very much visible. So what I can do is I can draw a new whatever, maybe I can draw a new circle. So insert shapes oval. It takes a while to load this menu. I will draw a very big oval, which I will set to be no outline and black fill. Then I will right click and select format shape and just blur the edges a little bit using the soft edges. So I will soften the edges like this, like so. Move it in here and make sure it's below the text. So I will set the send to back behind the text like this. Okay, just a little bit, just so we can see those numbers. And maybe actually I will change this to a different color. I think that for my preview I've used like very light blue one, like this one. And I can use the very same color for the name, or maybe this will be black as well. Okay, black works better. So just to make sure that we see everything, I will open the layout and I will set the view grid lines to be disabled so we can only see the table and not the grid lines. I will zoom out a little bit just so we can see everything is positioned properly. I actually need to make this image a little bit bigger, like this, and this should be it. So that's how you create an calendar inside Microsoft Word using either landscape or portrait layout. And that's it. Thanks for watching.